Actually, I'm going to combine this with a few other student groups in future, but this is going to be your first lecture. Uh, so I heard that your this Google Classroom page is ready, but I have not logged in it yet. So, but in future, you are supposed to submit your assignments online to the Google page, right? I hope all of you are having access to that page. Have you tried the page? Can anyone answer?
Yes, sir.
So it's working, no? All three groups are there, student groups.
Yes, sir. We can access.
Right, right. So this lecture series, as you are aware, this good news is no exam, right? But you have to submit assignments for your continuous assessments, and I accept only online submissions to the Google Classroom. So we'll see how to do it in near future. Today, unfortunately, now we are having power cut, so I lost the internet connection and also my computer Wi-Fi connection. Now we can start. First of all, since this is the first lecture, some of you might know me, but it's better to give a brief introduction about myself. Perhaps you have seen me. So presently I am the Dean of other faculty of Engineering Technology, not attached to your faculty. But my field is CSC, Computer Science and Engineering. Even I am in another faculty, right? So I know your field sometimes better than you because I am from the okay, my sound is low, right? This problem can happen. What can I do? Let me try. Normally this is happening after a call, so I don't know how to reset it. Probably I'll disconnect and re-log in again. It may solve the problem. So just stay for a while. I'll leave and re-log in. Okay. Okay. Is it okay now? Can you hear?
Yes, sir. Now okay.
Now okay, no? By the way, if anyone can record this lecture, please do it because I am not recording. Can someone do it? Are you? I'm not logged in as host. No, that is another problem. It doesn't matter if anyone can do it. You may record it. So I'm not recording. I expect all of you. Please pass the message to all the students. Since today's first lecture, I'm not that very strict, but all of you are supposed to attend lectures because this is not a subject like other subjects where you can, just listen and learn. This is going to be a bit of a practical thing. You may realize it as time goes on. This is a really different module. I'll tell you those later on when compared to other modules. Okay, but now any of you can record them, and also this one I want you to interact, right? Either English or even Sinhala, it's okay. ඔයගලන්ට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් සිංහලෙනුත්. මේ module එක අනිත් ඒවාට වඩා වෙනස්. This is going to be an interactive module. It's like we are going to discuss, right? Because this is something to do with our own stress. So again, before I come to that details, let me continue my introduction. So my first degree is from CSC, Computer Science and Engineering, University of Moratuwa. In fact, I'm from the very first batch of computer engineers in all Sri Lanka. And after that, I went to Singapore and did my higher studies in 2 universities there, and also worked as software engineer in Singapore for maybe 5-6 years, and I did 2 masters in 2 famous universities there, National University of Singapore, NUS, and other one, NTU. Then I went for my PhD to Australia, University of Melbourne, in Melbourne, where I did my research in something to do with image processing. It is with a German company called Bosch company, you've heard about it. So half of the time I spent Germany and the other half Australia while doing my research. And also I was in Japan for 1 year and so on. So lot of international experience in IT related areas. So why I'm telling those, because you are following ICT. If anyone interested in any projects, you can contact me in future after telling your dean, especially in AI related projects, artificial intelligence. If anyone interested, you can talk to me separately in any kind of ICT related projects. Is hearing okay? My voice okay? Just give me a second. Okay. Sorry, there are interruptions in this phone. අර sound එක අඩු වෙලා යනවා නේද මම මේ හිටපු ගම. Right. Okay. I think that is enough about myself. If you want to know anything, you can ask. හරිද? ඔයගලන්ට මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් ආන කෙනෙකුට අහන්න පුළුවන් මේ කෝස් එක ගැන නැත්නම් මම ගැන ඔය මම කියපු ඒවා ගැන දැන් මම මේ IT field එකේ එක areas ගොඩක් කරලා තියෙනවා එහෙනම් කාට හරි research පැත්තේ if you want you can talk to me and also perhaps you have received an email regarding entrepreneurship. If you want to start your own business, we have separate programs I'm conducting. It's a free certificate course, international certificate, and you can apply for grants also, right? Called Start Your Own Business International Training Program. If anyone interested of participating, you can send me your details. You can email me. Yeah, my contact email is any of you, if you wish, you can contact me. It is koggalage@yahoo.com. So, you know, my name, Koggalage, and yahoo.com. Easy to remember my email. Any of you, anytime you can contact me using this email, and also normally I'm not free, but if any urgent matters or any information, you can call me as well if necessary. But the course related matters, please try to contact me through student reps. So all 3 student reps, please send me your group IDs, group emails to me using an email. Email me. Then I can send you any announcements if necessary. Right? Do you have any questions? අනාරය අහන්න තියනවද? දැන් මේකෙදී ඔයගලන්ට සිංහලෙනුත් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. That's okay. Right? මේ lecture series එක ඉස්සරහට යන්නේ සාකච්ඡාවක් විදිහට. ඒ හින්දා මට ඔයගොල්ලෝ කතා කරන්න ඕන. ඒකට මං මාක්ස් උත් දෙනවා කතා කරන අයට especially. Right? That is the incentive. So I cannot who are talking, asking questions, your comments. මොනවා හරි කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගලන්ට මොනවා හරි ඕන දෙයක් අහන්න පුළුවන්. මේක ස්පෙෂල් සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකක්. ස්පෙෂල් කියන්නේ ඔයගලන්ගේ සාමාන්‍ය ඉගෙන ගන්න මොඩියුල්ස් වලට වඩා වෙනස්. Additional subjects. මේකේ යන්නේ stress management and meditation. So this is not only to pass the module, but this is useful for your whole life in future. Right? අපලගේ ජීවිතේටම උදව් වෙන දෙයක්. ඒ හින්දා මේක වෙනස් සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකක් මොඩියුල් එකක් විදිහට හිතනවට වඩා ඊට වඩා ටිකක් උනන්දුවෙන් ඉගෙන ගත්තොත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ප්‍රයෝජනයක් වෙනවා. But it's up to you. I cannot force. If you want to learn or gain benefits, it's up to you, right? I'm not going to even force, right? Only for the course requirements, of course, you have to do certain things, but this is more than just a normal subject, right? Then අපි stress management කියනවා. So what is stress? Stress කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? කාට හරි කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? සිංහලෙන් හරි, or you can explain, try to explain. මොනවාද stress කියලා කියන්නේ සිංහලෙන් මොකක්ද? කාට හරි කියන්න පුළුවන්ද?
ආතතිය.
ආතතිය කියනවා නේද? ඒකට ආතතිය කියනකොට ආතතිය කොහෙද ඇති වෙන්නේ? අපේ ශරීරයේද මනසේද?
මනසේ.
මනසේ නේද? ගොඩක් වෙලාවට. එතකොට ඒ ಜಾති දෙකක් තියෙනවා ඇත්තටම physical stress and mental stress කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ ආතතිය කියනකොට ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මනසත් එක්ක සම්බන්ධයි. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමති ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකේ ඉන්නද නැත්නම් ඊට වඩා ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක් නැතුව ඉන්නද?
රිලැක්ස් එකේ.
රිලැක්ස් වෙන එක නේද? ඒක අනිත් පැත්ත. දැන් කිසිම ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක් නැත්නම් මොන වගේ වෙයිද? කෙනෙක්ව නිකන් බැලුවහම හිතා ගන්න පුළුවන්ද මෙයා ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකකද ඉන්නේ නැත්නම් ඒක කිසි කියන්නේ අඩු ගානේ අපි අඩු ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක් කියමුකෝ. නැතුවම කිව්වොත් ඒක වෙනවා අඩුයි. කෙනෙක්ව පිටින් බැලුවහම නිකන් හිතා ගන්න පුළුවන්ද? එයා නිකන් ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකකද ඉන්නේ නැද්ද? පුළුවන් නේද සාමාන්‍යයෙන්? වල දැන් වැඩි යුනිවර්සිටි එන්නේ නැති හින්දා කරන්න අමාරුයි. නැත්තම් වටපිටේ බැලුවාම ඉස්කෝලේ වුණත් වර්ක් ප්ලේස් එකක වුණත් you can අනිත් අයව දකින්නකොට කොහොමද අපි බලාගන්නේ මෙයා ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකකද නැද්ද කියලා? පළවෙනි දේ තමයි ස්ට්‍රෙස් කිව්වහම බය වෙන්න එපා. හරි? මේ කතා කරන්නේ ලෙඩ්ඩු ගැන නෙවෙයි. සාමාන්‍ය අය ගැන. ඒක සාමාන්‍ය ජීවිතේ අපිට හම්බ වෙන හැමෝම මොකක් හරි ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක ඉන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිත් එහෙම තමයි. ඒක නෝමල් දෙයක්. මානසික පීඩනයක් කියන එක. හරි? ඒක එක මට්ටමට එන්න පුළුවන්. නිකන් ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක් එන වෙලාවල් උදාහරණ කාට හරි කියන්න පුළුවන්ද මොන වගේ වෙලාවල් වලද ස්ට්‍රෙස් එන්නේ?
එක්සෑම් එක ලං වෙනකොට.
එක්සෑම් එකක් ලං වෙනකොට ටිකක් ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක් එනවා නේද? බය ගතියක් එනවා, චකිතයක් එනවා. අර සාමාන්‍ය රිලැක්ස් ගතිය නෙවෙයිනේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒක ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක්. තව ඒ වගේ ස්ට්‍රෙස් එක එන වෙලාවල් උදාහරණ කීපයක් කියන්න බලන්න එක එක්කෙනා කවුරු හරි. අනිත් අයත් කතා කරන්න. දැන් මේකේ Taman ගැන මේ හොවන්න යන්නේ අපි. අනුන් ගැන නෙවෙයි. ඒ වුණාට දානුන් තව කෙනෙක්ට ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක් හරි Tamanට ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක් හරි මොන වගේ වෙලාවකද තියෙන්නේ? මානසික පීඩනයක්, මානසික ආතතියක්. ඒ කියන්නේ රිලැක්ස් වෙලා නැහැ. මොන වගේ වෙලාවල් වලද? Any answers? Yeah, you can type on chat also. Yeah, break up. Oh, boot එක වැදුනහම නේද? girlfriend, boyfriend, ඉතින් මොනවා හරි කිව්වහම නැති වුණාම ලොකු ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක් එන්න පුළුවන්. job stress, workplace එකේ ඉන්න පුළුවන්, right? You can have kind of then okay, ගොඩක් වෙලාවට workload එක වැඩි වුණාම එන්න පුළුවන්. So those are the messages I can see. කතා කරන්නත් පුළුවන් ඔයගලන්ට මොන වගේ වෙලාවලද තව stress එන්නේ. By the way, is there any student who cannot understand Sinhala in this group? You can put to chat if you cannot understand, put no on the chat if you cannot understand Sinhala. Right? Because this module, it's better to if you use our own language to get real feeling. Okay, there's one student. Yes, question is what kind of situations you get stress? So I got few answers like before the exam. One example like that, what kind of situations in your real life, normal life, you get stress or stressful situations? Any family issues? Yes. Yeah, very good. What else? තව මොන වගේ situations වලද it's difficult to bear, දරා ගන්න අමාරුයි, right? ඒ වගේ දෙයක් නේ stress එක කියන්නේ නේද? Difficult to cope up with the situation. So what kind of situations you get stress? Losing someone love because of death. Yes. Death, මරණයක් වුණාම, right? So what kind of deaths now? Very good. Now losing someone love. අපි ආදරය කරන කැමති කෙනෙක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ලොකු ස්ට්‍රෙස් එකක් එනවා නේද? පවුලේ කෙනෙක් නැති වුණොත්, යාළුවෙක්, නෑදෑයෙක්. So if you lose a friend, relative, someone loving you or close to you, you get stress. Any other situations? Stress because of health issues, diseases, maybe diabetes, no? Yeah. So time to time we might get different diseases. These days, do you have stress because of corona, COVID, divorce? මේ දවස්වල බය වෙලා නේද ඉන්නේ ගෙදරින් එළියට බහින්න බැරුව. එහෙම ඉන්න අය ඉන්නවද? Isn't it a kind of stress? You get divorce also, yeah. So breakup of their love affairs, divorce, they can give stress. But after a while, it can relieve stress as well. Divorce, so breakup, rather than having troubles. So both sides are there sometimes, right? So we can discuss in this module. We can talk anything, okay? So, and also, don't worry, I'm not going to tell anyone else what we are discussing here or telling you. Even you can criticize your lecturer, so anyone, doesn't matter, right? So meditation and stress management, going with trust as well. You can trust me. So here, don't worry to talk about anything. Working with very critical jobs. Sometimes there are stressful jobs also. Anymore. There are so many situations you get stress. Samana wage situations. What kind of situations? Anything else? You can talk as well, unmute your mic and tell. Economic problems, right? සල්ලි නැති වෙනකොට නේද? පිට කන්න බොන්න තියෙන්න ඕන, ඉන්න තියෙන්න ඕන, අරව මේවා ඇඳුම් ගන්න, financial problems. Political issues. Yeah, you may get stressed due to political issues as well. I am having problem petrol, diesel network. Right? I can't even difficult to go to the university. Right? So even yesterday I was in a queue for diesel, and after about 1 hour they said no more. So I had to turn back and come. Right? So those situations can arise. Any other situations? Failed in exams. Yeah, that's right. If you fail an exam, you get stressed. Right? කාට හරි exam pass වෙලා stress ඇවිල්ලා නැද්ද? So you can give your comments. What are the other situations?
When we participate in the any kind of competition, before the competition we got stress. Maybe.
Yes, that's right. Competitions, presentations, right? So you have to do some presentations. Yeah. Very good. Any more? Anyone else? Others also try to tell something. So what kind of situations you get stressed? What else? Losing job also, you can get stress. Any other situations? You can. What are the fight someone else? So when you get angry, right? When happen fear? Yeah, that's right. Baya unahama. When you get fear, very stressful situation. Nah? So that is good. Like when you tell something, try to explain. Although someone try to kill me, yes, it's going to be real stress. Nah? Losing matches in a sport. When you lose a cricket match, football or whatever game, you get stress. Taking many responsibilities also give you stress. Yes, face to interviews. Before the interview, it can be real stressful situation. We don't know what is going to happen, what they are going to ask, whether we would be able to face it properly, answer questions, and so on, right? Loan arrears, again, yeah, it is another financial matter. Mudal පිළිබඳ ප්‍රශ්න. When you get loans and you can't pay, so it can give you a lot of stress. When not happen the expected things, that's a very good answer. Now, can you see all above mentioned things? For example, loan arrears. What we expect is we should be able to pay the loans. But if we cannot do that, whatever reason, right? That is kind of not happen the expected. අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන දේ වෙන්නේ නැති වෙනකොට නේද ස්ට්‍රෙස් එක එන්නේ. So if you carefully observe, all those stressful situations are mainly because not happening what you are expecting, isn't it? So it may not happen, or අපි හිතනවා මෙහෙම වෙන එකක් නැද්ද, බයද? The exam එකකට when you are facing an exam, you don't know the result yet. But why you get stress? Whether I can be able to answer them correctly, whether I get passed, failed. So we are thinking about the future, expecting something, but the fear or stress comes. Why? If it not happen accordingly what we are expecting. Right. Emergency accident. Yes, there can be accidents. Even 2 days ago, I got met with an accident. My vehicle hit another car. So those can happen. That is only for vehicle, but something can happen to us as well. Exam result release time, we get stress. So very good. When something have to properly manage but don't know how to do it. When something have to properly manage, we have to manage something, or we have to do something, but we don't know how to do it, right? We are supposed to do something, but not sure, don't know how to do it, don't know whether I can do it, right? So it will give you stress. Yes. Running out of time, deadlines. You have to submit coursework, but many deadlines for the job assignments. They also can create stress. So when I see this one, deadlines, normally we get stress. Better assignments තුනක් submit කරන්න තියෙනවා. How can I do it? And job එකක you have targets. You have to fulfill the targets. By the deadline, you get stress. So now this first lecture, I am trying to give you a chance to identify what is stress, what kind of situations we get stress. Later on, we'll go in more detail to see how to manage or how to overcome. But time to time now, I'll try to explain certain things or certain tips I give you to reduce stress. For example, I had a kind of practice from my even university days or school days, so while working. So we are getting deadlines, right? Something. Let's say you are in the university. Now these days you are not attending physical lectures, but let's say if you are in the university, you get assignment. For example, you are supposed to submit it on Monday, but you want to go home on Friday and spend the weekend and come back, right? So let's say you got your assignment 1 week before. So normally what we do is we wait until the last moment. So එතකොට අපි දැන් assignments එක submit නොකර ගෙදර ගියොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? So you are supposed to submit your assignment in the Monday morning. දැන් weekend එක හොඳට spend කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙයිද stress එකෙන්ද ඉන්නේ? If you have submission on Monday and you want to go home and come back during the weekend. So Friday you are going back and coming back on Monday, but Monday you have deadlines to do certain things. So the weekend, will it be stressful or not? Going to be stressful, no? Because time to time it reminds you, oh, I have to submit this. I have to submit this. තාම මොකුත් කරලා නැහැ. I have not done this. How can I do it? සරින් සරේ ඔක මතක් වෙනවා. Time to time you get this thought. So what if before go back, somehow you submit it on Friday and go back rather than waiting for Monday? Then it will be very relaxed, no? No stress because of the deadline, because you have submitted. Even not submitted, you can complete it and go. You can complete it and keep. So deadlines sometimes, so I used to do that even now. IT field, you will get this kind of jobs. This may be not a good practice, but I told you I worked in Singapore. So initially as an analyst programmer and a software engineer. So the very stressful jobs, mainly due to deadlines. But what will happen in software field, it is never ending. If you submit something, there can be so many bugs again, you have to fix them, and so on. It's a never ending process, right? And if you do one thing, you'll get another job. So that's the reality. Those who work in software field or many other jobs also like that. But this is especially relevant to IT field. So what I used to do is, when I get a job, for example, let's say I may have to submit it in 2 weeks time. Sometimes I manage to do it in first week. So I put my maximum effort and do it. So I do the work, but keep it aside. Do not submit it. Not telling them. Okay? Because I know if I give this, they are giving me some more work. And this is not a good way sometimes. But the thing is, if I do not do it that way, so after first week, next week I can enjoy. No stress at all. Right? But if you wait until last moment, it is not only the last moment. All 2 weeks you are very stressful thinking about that. How to do, what to do, whether I would be able to do it, and so on. So this is a trick. You can do it and see. For example, now if I tell you, okay, you have to submit this coursework in 2 weeks time, right? So I know majority of students wait until I have 2 weeks. This week I don't have to even think about it. next week also, when you get a reminder, you remind this week I have to submit. So you wait until finally 2 or 3 days before, then start. Or sometimes, and then other works comes and you are busy with those, thinking, මේකට තව කල් තියෙනවානේ, so මම අනිත් වැඩ ටික කරලා I'll do it later. Alright? මොකද වෙන්නේ අන්තිමට last minute දැන් මොකුත් කරලත් නැහැ, සබ්මිට් කරන්නත් ඕන. ඉතින් අර කොහෙන් හරි කොපි කරන්න බලනවා, මොකක් හරි හොර වැඩක් කරනවා, කොහොම හරි ඒවා කරනවා. අන්තිමට ඔක තමයි main reason එක why you get bad results. exam fail කියලා කමෙන්ට් එකක් තිබුණේ. ඒක fail වෙන්න හේතුව වැඩ කරන්න. ඇයි වැඩ කරන්නේ නැත්තේ? වැඩ කරගන්න බැරි වෙනවා. ඇයි බැරි වෙන්නේ? This is one of the major reasons. To wait until last moment without doing it. Then for example, my assignments are very easy. Very easy means you have to write something from these discussions. එතකොට ඔයාට පුළුවන් නම් මේක ඉවර වුණ ගමන් ඔකට if you can put another 2 hours, maybe 2-3 hours, මේක ලිව්වා, submit කළා, then it's over. But if I tell you, okay, you have to submit. Anyway, you are supposed to submit your first assignments. I'll give you 2 weeks, right? එතකොට 2 weeks ඉඳලා submit කරන්නත් පුළුවන්, අදම ලියලා submit කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. දැන් නිකන් හිතලා බලන්න වෙනස. It's not only for my module. දැන් අද මේ assignment එක මේ වෙලාවෙම sometimes අපි ඒ වෙලාවෙම කළොත් අපිට දැන් මේක සමහර විට half an hour වලින් you can write. Or less than that, even 10 minutes you may able to write it. But තව සතියක් විතර යනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? අද කියපු ටික මතක නැහැ, ඔළුවේ නැහැ. දැන් ඒ ටිකත් හොයාගන්න වෙනවා, කාගෙන් හරි අහන්න වෙනවා, මොකක්ද අර assignment එක, මොනවද කියා දුන්නේ, whatever. Because that's a natural thing, we lose our memory. When you hear something, same day it's easy to, if you try to revise, it's easy to remember. But after 2-3 days, naturally, we forget, right? So, if you do it, okay, before that, your first assignment is, what kind of situation you get stressed, right? What kind of situations you get stressed, and also what are the causes for that stress. Okay, maybe you can make a table: situation and cause for stress. So whatever you think, for example, I get fear. So what is the cause? Fear, now you have mentioned life-threatening fear. So you can explain it, what is the cause. I get exam, due to exam stress. So try to identify the possible reason for that. Okay. So what I need you to do is list few situations you get stressed. What kind of situations we get stressed, and what are the possible causes for that stress? මොනවා හින්දාද මේ stress එක ආවේ? Is it clear, your first assignment? Okay. So I don't need a very long one. Even 1 page is enough for me. Okay. So right. Anyway, is assignment 1. What kind of situations stress can happen? And possible reasons for that stress. Right? You can see it on chat. Is it clear? Do you have any questions or any comments? ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න පුළුවන්. You can ask anything. Right? So what kind of situation stress can happen, or you get stress? Right? And possible reasons for that stress. මොනවා හින්දාද ඒ stress එක ආවේ? Now, already you have mentioned many. There can be so many other situations. You can write your own or thinking about other ones. Why do they get stressed? Why do I am get stressed? Why? First thing, what kind of stress or what situations? First write the stress, then why? What are the causes? Because of what I got stressed. So we can even further discuss. So anyone, do you have any comments or any other situations you get stressed? So if you have any questions, you can ask. Anyone? මොනවාරි කියන්න තියෙනවද? අහන්න තියෙනවා නම් ඕන දෙයක් අහන්න. You can ask. Did you understand that deadline example? So don't wait until deadline. You make your own deadlines before the hard deadline. Hard deadline means the deadline given to us. If you can make it even few days before, ඉක්මනට කරලා දාන්න, because time spent on that. last minute එකේ effort එක ගත්තත් කලින් කළත් සමහර විට එකම effort එක, එකම time එක. එතකොට කලින් කළොත් තියෙන advantages මොනවාද? What are the advantages you get if you do it earlier? For example, now this assignment, if you write it today itself. So I have not put the link yet, so you cannot submit, but you just write a document. You list these things and keep aside whenever you can submit. You can submit, or even by the deadline you can submit, but other ඉවර කරනවා මේක. So what kind of advantages you get? කියන්න බලන්න. Anyone? මොනවාද තියෙන වාසිය ඔය assignment එක අදම කළොත්? වාසියෝ පාඩු, advantages, disadvantages. PDF or Word, it's up to you. PDF, I think smaller file, but remember important thing, file name, try to put your index number and the assignment number. Index number is very important when you name your file, whether it is PDF or Word. PDF is better. Okay, it's easy for you to upload even. And I don't mind even if you use handwriting and scan it and upload, still okay, right? Because if you want, you can put even diagrams or whatever, pictures, whatever. Thing on the noun, you can draw it, right? But the main thing, I know your practice, you may search internet these terms and try to cut and paste. Please don't do that because you will not get marks for that. Okay? Very easily I can detect. Don't try to find shortcuts because this very easy one. Right? If it is difficult, you cannot do anything and last minute කරන්න ගියාම ඔක තමයි වෙන්නේ. Right? So this is a very simple question. What kind of situations you get stress, right? If you just think about little bit, you can write it. You don't have to copy it from somewhere. If you copy it, definitely you may fail low, get very low marks. Okay. But this module now we are going to deal with our own mind. Okay. We are going to deal with our own mind because stress happening where? Is it outside with others? No, it is inside our mind, within me, right? So at least this module, you have to be genuine. තමන්ට අවංක වෙන්න ඕන, right? Otherwise, you can't reduce or manage your stress because stress is with not outside, within you. So this is one major difference in other modules and this module. So we are going to do a real study about ourselves. Okay. So what kind of situations we get stress and why? එතකොට මේක හරියට there's a mic on someone. If you don't want to talk, Piradeepan, if you don't want to tell anything, please mute your mic. 3108 software. Can you mute your mic? So, do you have any comments or questions? මොනවා හරි කියන්න තියනවද? අදහස් තියනවද? Do you got the idea? Is it clear up to now? So we have talked about what kind of situations we get stress, and your first stress I have given you the first assignment, right? So when you heard the term assignment, you get kind of stress, no? Then මේක ගැන comment කරන්න I ask you a question. If you do it today itself, or since you wait until deadline, so what are the advantages and disadvantages? So just compare with any other module also, you can do it, huh? Not only for this one. So if you get an assignment deadline, your work assignment can be maybe 2 weeks time. So what I'm asking is, let's say if it is today, you start today, and maybe sometimes it may take longer. Maybe it may take 2-3 days to complete. So rather indala patang arang, if you complete it the first 3 days, or you do it little by little, day by day. That is another one. Or wait until last minute. I have to do other works. I'll finish those works and attend this. That is another way. So we try to compare. එක විදිහට කරන්න වෙනවා, depend on your situation, priorities and whatever things. But just try to analyze it. So if you wait until last moment, what are the advantages and disadvantages? Can anyone comment about it? So you are supposed to do something and there's a deadline. If you wait until last moment, what kind of situation you are facing because of that? Yeah, time can be invested in something else. Yeah, so you can do other useful works rather than spending time on this job, right? So if there's 2 weeks deadline, so I know I can do it in maybe 2 or 3 days. So why should I start early, right? I can spend my time on other work. So you may think it's a advantage, right? Work does not add up. Can you try to explain it a little bit? Why work does not add up? I think I got your point, but please try to explain. Kianna unat puluwan, you can use the mic. Unmute.
So එතකොට අර වැඩ ගොඩ ගැහෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. එතකොට ඉදිනදා වැඩ
අනිත් වැඩ ගොඩ ගහන්නේ නැද්ද? ඒ වැඩේට
ඉදිනදා කරාට පස්සේ අපිට තව වැඩකට ඒ කාලේ ප්‍රයෝජනවත් ඒ වැඩේට අදාළ වැඩ ගොඩ ගැහෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපිට ඒ වැය කරන කාලේ තව වැඩකට පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් නේ.
ඔව්. ඒකේ ඔව් දැන් අපි මේ වැඩේ ඉවර කළොත් එතනින් ඒ වැඩේ ඉවරයි. එතකොට මේකට ආයෙ වෙලාව දාන්න ඕන. ඒ හින්දා වැඩ ගොඩ ගැහෙන්නේ නැහැ. If you postpone it, there can be other works coming up, no? So summing up number of tasks, adding up. එතකොට if you complete something, that is over. අර වැඩ ගොඩ ගැහෙන්නේ නැහැ. Yeah, that's a very good answer, right? Yeah. What else? අනිත් අයටත් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. You can talk. Huh? It's going to be very interesting if you are talking. Huh? So get stress and having bad sleep. Deadline එක මතක් කර මේක කරන්න තියෙනවා. So summing up other works also building up අර වැඩ ගොඩ ගහනවා නේද? එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? Stress එක. That's the important thing. Get stress and having bad sleep or having difficult to sleep. නිින්ද යන්නෙත් නැහැ. අර වැඩ ටික මතක් වෙනවා. මේ ටික දෙන්න තියෙනවා. කොහොමද දෙන්නේ? ඕක හිත හිතා ඉන්නවා. දැන් නිින්ද යන්නේ නැහැ. Right? So that is that's a very good thing you observe. Due to stress, you can't even sleep sometimes. You may have experience, nah? So if you keep them without doing it, that is how stress building up. Wait until last moment, stress in last minutes, can't fulfill low quality of work. That's very good. So if we are doing something last minute, of course your quality reduce, because we are very stressed. Stressed mind, very difficult to think carefully, analyze carefully. You are so stressed. So that would reduce the quality of work. That's a very good observation. If you are relaxed, doing peacefully something, your mind is very clear. You are not stressed. Then your mind is free, right? Then the quality of it normally improves. But it depends on certain things. It may be other way around, but generally it's something like that. Because certain jobs sometimes they train you to face stressful situations. For example, before I joined this Unitec, I was at KDU. You know the next university, KDU. So they are training not only for degree but for us also. So they used to train how to face very stressful situations. So they are creating stress for the students and train them how to face them. So they tell stress is part of their training. Under stress, they can perform well. You have to train it to that. So depend on job requirements also, it may vary, but I'm talking about generally other normal, our life, our work, okay? So stress also, two types of stress, useful stress and harmful stress, right? So we all need kind of stress to do some work. Otherwise, you will be very lazy. Huh? You may sleep whole day without doing anything if there's no stress at all. Huh? So efficiency reduce if no stress. දැන් ඔයාට ඔක්කොම හොඳට සල්ලි තියෙනවා, කන්න බොන්න හම්බ වෙනවා, ඔක්කොම ටික ළඟට හම්බ වෙනවා. ඉතින් හොඳට නිදා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක හැබිට් එකකට ගියොත් you are not doing anything. Right? But then if you have financial problems, it's a good motivation for you to do something and earn some money, right? So you try to do something. Difficult වුණාට you are putting an effort. So that kind of stress. Then exam එකක්, just imagine your university studies. If you do not conduct exams, will you learn? Exams මෙච්චර stress වෙද්දී ඇයි මේ exams තියන්නේ? Exams තිබ්බේ නැත්තම් එතකොට කිසිම stress එකක් නැහැ. හැබැයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉගෙන ගනීද? ඉගෙන ගන්නෙත් නැහැ. එතකොට no stress, no gain also, right? So there are useful stress, right? එතකොට don't think stress is bad. We need the stress. So researchers have found you need kind of stress to increase the efficiency or productivity. Certain companies, they use certain research findings, but you have to identify the level of stress. If it is over stress, sometimes again efficiency drops, right? No stress also, efficiency drops, productivity drops. But certain level, it will improve the production or the efficiency. So those are the things we may identify later on. Okay. Let's see other comments. Thinking level of content might be low. Yeah, when if you wait last minute. Or this comment is for if you wait or if you do it early. Thinking level or content might be low. Be happy every time. I think if you submit early, there's no fear, no stress. Huh? So you can be very happy. That's why I took that example. If you want to go weekend to home and enjoy, if you have completed your work and go, you can do it, enjoy your stay. If you have work to submit, you can't enjoy. Even you go home, you're thinking about the work. Even physically you go there, your mind is at the work, right? So you are losing your happiness. You are losing your. Is it okay now? Can you hear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So what we've been discussing, when there's a deadline, if you complete it few days before the deadline, right? You can try and see. So try with this assignment. Adama make after this lecture, spend some time. Very quickly you can do this, right? And I know your practice, many students wait until last moment. So next time we can compare real situation. අද කරපු අය කොහොමද නැත්නම් දවසකින් දෙකකින් කරපු අය මේ assignment එක complete කළොත් how do you feel? If you wait last moment, what will happen? So how will it affect our other work or our happiness? So the other side of stress is happiness, no? Due to stress, we lose our happiness, isn't it? අපේ සතුට නැති කරනවා නේද මේ stress එක. So that's why my earlier question I didn't get the answer. කවුරු හරි දැක්කම when you see someone, you can tell whether this person is stressed or not. Now, remember, stress is not a disease. Okay? All of us are having stress, but different levels. We don't know how to cope them, how to manage them. But always, it is possible to manage whatever stress. Don't worry. So, if you learn how to manage it, you can be happy. That's the advantage. අපි stress එකේ ඉන්නවද? නැත්නම් ඒක manage කරගත්තොත් you can be very happy. Right? So, there are techniques. Now, why do you think we get stress? Why do we get stress? Any answers? ඇයි අපිට stress එක එන්නේ? ඇයි අපිට සතුටෙන් ඉන්න බැරි? Anyone? Sorry, you get noise because I'm close to road. Any answers? You can give answers. Why do we get stressed? Let's take an example. I think I haven't got. Let's take අපි very stressful situation එකක් කියන්න මොකක් හරි. When you are angry, right? හොඳටම තරහ ගිහින් ඉන්නේ. Stressed නැද්ද? It's very stressful, no? If you are so angry, right? Now, why do we get that stress? Katari example එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Yes. Overthinking, stress, fear, sad. Right. අපිට තරහ යන සිටුේෂන් එකක් මොකක් හරි කියන්න පුළුවන්ද කාට හරි? Can you give an example? ඇයි තරහ ගියේ? Neglecting responsibilities. So we'll try with one example. Now, I'll take one example. Now, let's imagine you are going to the university or work or කොහේ හරි තැනකට when on the way someone blaming you, කවුරු හරි බනිනවා. බස් එකේදී වෙන්න පුළුවන්, ට්‍රේන් එකේදී or whatever, ඔය මගදී මොකකට හරි හොඳටම බනිනවා, බැනුම් අහන්න වෙනවා. එතකොට අපිට තරහ යනවනේ, ඇවිල්ලා දැන් ඒ විලාය මුකුත් කරන්නත් බෑ, ඇවිල්ලා දැන් යාළුවන්ට කියනවා නැත්නම් ගෙදර අයට කියනවා this incident happened, someone blame me, it is not my fault, or I have not done anything, but this person is blaming me, like that, right? So ඊළඟට අපි හොඳ වැඩක් කරන්න ඕන, මම දෙන්නම්කෝ යන කරන් මොනවා හරි, ඉතින් we may නැත්නම් ඒ වෙලාවෙම බනින්න ගහන්න යන්න පුළුවන්, right? So in this situation, what is the reason for your stress? That now stress is our anger, right? So what is the reason? අපිට තරහ යන්න හේතුව මොකක්ද? What is the reason for stress in that situation? Someone blamed you. Anyone? මොකක් හින්දාද තරහ ගියේ? I'm asking very simple questions, so try to answer. ඇයි තරහ ගියේ? Why did you get the stress? Someone blamed me without a reason. Because that person blamed me for no reason. Someone blamed me without a reason. Can't accept that. Ignorance. අපිට තරහ යන්න හේතුව මොකක්ද කියන එක තමයි අහන්නේ. Why I got angry? That is the question I'm asking. Because can't accept unwanted blamings. Haven't ignored mindset. Yes, so we are not ready to accept unwanted blame. Self-respect. I need to have respect. කාගෙන්වත් බැනුම් අහන්න නෙවෙයි මං ඉන්නේ නේද? Right. So what are the other reasons why I got angry? That is the question. Any more? ඇයි අපිට තරහ ගියේ? ඒ සිටුේෂන් එකේ. just think about it. ඔයගලන්ට ඕන තරහ ගිය වෙලාවකට මේක දාන්න පුළුවන්. So I'm just taking one example. So first reason, he blamed me without any reason. A reason එකක් තිබිලා බැන්න වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් ඈ. අපි ඇත්තටම වැරද්දක් කරලත් බැනුම් අහනවා. දැන් for example now මම ගිහින් මේ yesterday or day before yesterday I was rushing to hospital. Now these days I'm getting kind of treatment. I have to get an injection to my eardrum. It's a serious problem. So I got appointment at 10 a.m. This Kalubowila hospital, but I was in the university in a meeting until 10 a.m. So I had to rush. So on the way, I have to park somewhere near the bank. Park karanakota, so it was my fault actually. I hit another car. Again, hadisiyata hari with my physical condition or something, whatever the reason. මගේ වාහනේ අනිත් කාර් එකක හැප්පුවා. දැන් මට අපන හොස්පිටල් එකට යන්නත් ඕන. So මේ වගේ සිටුේෂන් එකක මොකක් වෙයිද? පාක් කරලා තිබුණ කාර්යය දැන් පාක් කරලා ඒක බැංක් එකේ ඔය සම්පත් බැංක් in Attidiya road if you know. I am heading towards Kalubowila. Now I am late for my appointment. If I don't go, mata injection එක ගන්න බෑ from that clinic. This situation. මට සල්ලි ටිකක් ගන්නත් ඕන. බැංක් එකේ ATM එක. right? එතන කාර් එකේ අයිතිකාරයා කාර් එකේ හිටියෙත් නෑ. දැන් පාක් එකේ තියෙන. So what kind of possibilities I have? Anyway, this one I explain you later on what had happened. මේක මගෙන් පස්සේ අහන්න මට අමතක වුණා. I'll explain you. Very interesting situation. එතකොට දැන් අපිට ඇයි තරහ ගියේ? කවුරු හරි බැනපු හින්දා නේද? Right? So why do you get angry? Because someone blamed you. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ගෙදරත් වෙනවනේ තරහ යනවනේ නේද? ඇයි තරහ ගියේ කියලා බලන්න. right? එතකොට දැන් අපි ඔය මගදී නෙවුනේ ගෙදර හරි අපි කැම්පස් එකට ඇවිල්ලා හරි අනිත් අයට කියනවා බලන්න මට මේ කිසි හේතුවක් නැතුව බැන්නනේ මේ මිනිස්සයා. මෙහෙමයි කරන්නම් කොහොඳ වැඩක් අරවා මේවා යනවා නේද? right? So we get angry. There can be some reactions for that. You are telling others, this person blamed me without any reason. I have done nothing wrong. සමහර විට තමන් වැරද්දක් කරලා ඉතින් ඒක පේන්නේ නැහැ තමන්ට. අනිත් අය බනිනකොට whatever reason, right? එතකොට ඇයි තරහ ගියේ? එයා බැන්න හින්දා නේද? So why did you get angry? Because of the blamings. ඒක අනිත් පැත්ත මොකද? එයා බැන්නේ නැත්තම් තරහ යයිද? No, right? So that's the reasoning. So what is the reason for stress? That person blamed me. What is the opposite side? That person not blame me, I don't get angry. Right? Very simple, no? Now, I want you to think about that. Let's imagine එතන අපි ගමු maybe 10 people around with you. So this person blaming group of us. Okay. Now the level of angry you get, each of you, let's imagine 10 persons are there. Same incident happened. කවුරු හරි ඇවිල්ලා බන්න. දැන් අපි 10 දෙනාට තරහ යන level එක එකමද? අපි මේකට එක එක්කෙනා react කරන ගාන එක වගේ. පාරේ යනකොට මොකක් හරි වුණා. same thing ගන්නකො වාහනයක් ඇවිල්ලා හප්පනවා. නැත්නම් කාර් හරි හප්පනවා. දැන් ඔතන 10 දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. මේ 10 දෙනා react කරන්නේ එකම විදිහට. නැත්නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ට what they get level of anger, is it same level? What do you think? එක්කෙනෙක් මෙයාට ගහන්න යයි, තව කෙනෙක් බනි, තව කෙනෙක් මේ මකුත් නොකර ඉඳී, හැබැයි හිතෙන් බැන බැන ඉඳී. right? තව කෙනෙක් එහෙම බනින එකකුත් නැහැ. අපේ ඉතින් මොකක් හරි කියලා. right? So do you get same level of anger for the same incident? That is what I want to think you. Yes or no? For the same incident, if there are 10 people, do they get the same level of anger? No, right? Do you agree? එක එක්කෙනාට තරහ යන level එක වෙනස් නේද? ගෙදර වුණත් කවුරු හරි බැන්නොත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ 4-5 දෙනෙක් හිටියොත් හැමෝටම එක level එකකටද තරහ යන්නේ? නෑ. Why is that? Same incident. අපි කිව්වනේ තරහ යන්න හේතුව බැනපු එක කියලා. So we understood why I got angry, because that person blamed me. But api 5 denek, if 5 persons, 5 or 10 persons are there, they are not getting the same level of anger. Right? So if the only cause for our anger is person blaming us, හැමෝටම මේ තරහ යන්න ඕන එක ගානට. Isn't it? I mean different levels. Why do we get different levels of anger for the same incident? Different persons. Because we have different mindset. Any other answers? Why do we get different level of anger? එතන ඉන්න පුළුවන් කෙනෙකුට හොද්දටම තරහ යනවා, කෙනෙකුට යන්තම් තරහ යනවා, කෙනෙකුට බාගෙට, කෙනෙකුට තරහ යන්නේ නැතිම කෙනෙකුත් ඉන්න පුළුවන් ඔය ඉන්සිඩන්ට් එක. Different thinking levels, different tolerance level, because their patience level, ignore unwanted things level may be differ from person to person. Different personality. Different personalities. Now what do you think? What is the real cause for your anger? අපි මුලින්ම කිව්වේ අපිට තරහ යන්න හේතුව අර බැනපු කෙනාටනේ දැම්මේ. We put the real blame on the external person who blamed me. Now you have to think little bit more. If it is the only cause, we all must get same level of anger, but it is not happening. For the same incident, different people get different level of anger. Some people do not get angry at all for certain things, certain events. Why? So is it reasonable to tell now we got angry only because that person blamed me? Is it reasonable? Is it fair? Is it a fair judgment? No, right? මොකද ඒක රීසන් එක වුණා නම් හැමෝටම එක ලෙවල් එකට තරහ යන්න එකයි. Now think carefully. අපි හිතපු එකේ there's something wrong, né? The initial our reasoning. Okay, I'll explain that situation little longer. Then අපි when we come on the way, someone blame me, no? Then I go and tell others, this person blamed me without any reason. I'm going to do this and that. So very angry, right? So then another friend of yours coming on the same way. Okay? යාළුවෙකුත් එනවා ඒ පාරෙම. ඇවිල්ලා කියනවා දන්නවද වැඩ මං එනකොට අර මිනිස්සයා මට බැනගෙන ගියානේ. right? ඊට පස්සේ කියනවා එයාගේ පොඩ්ඩක් මොලේ හොඳ නැහැ අර පිස්සෙක්නේ. කියලා කියනවා. Now what will happen to your own anger? අර මිනිස්සයා පිස්සු මොලේ හොඳ නැහැ. He's having a mental disorder. That's why he's blaming. Now what will happen to your anger? Again, I think I have to log off and log in again. Now think about it and give me answers. Okay, I think now you can hear me, right? Can you hear? Now think carefully about that incident. Someone blamed you. කවුරු හරි බනිනවා. එතකොට 10 දෙනෙක් හිටියොත් if 10 persons are there, do all get the same level of anger? So we know no. Then why? So what is the true cause for our anger? Is it the external person blaming you, or is it to do with something internal from your side? So it depends on internal level, no? How much anger we are getting for the same incident. So now can you argue the cause for our anger is someone else doing wrong thing? අපි හිතන්නේ අපිට තරහ යන්නේ අනිත් අය වැරදි කරන හින්දා කියලා. ඇත්තටම අනිත් අය වැරදි කරන හින්දාද අපිට තරහ ගිහින් තියෙන්නේ අපේ දුර්වලකමක් හින්දාද? Is it our own weakness? Is it because of others we get angry? Is it because others are doing wrong things we are getting angry? Or is it weakness of our own why we get angry? What do you think? Is it because external other people doing wrong things we get angry? Or is it our own weakness why we are getting angry? Our own. Anyone else thinking like that? Is it where's the true cause, true reason for your anger? Is it reasonable only telling because of others only I am getting angry? Whether our judgment is correct, our reasoning. ඒකේ අඩුවක් තියනවා නේද අපි හිතපු විදිහේ. අරගොල්ලෝ වැරදි කරන හින්දා තමයි මට තරහ යන්නේ. කිව්වොත් ඒකේ at least 50% missing. We don't see our weakness, our internal, our personality. So I want you to think about this carefully. ඔක තරහ ගිය වෙලාවට හිතන්න අමාරුයි. කලින් තරහ ගිය වෙලාවක් මතක් කරලා දැන් බලන්න ඇත්තටම මට තරහ ගියේ අනිත් එක්කෙනාගේ වැරද්ද හින්දාද? එහෙම තමයි දැනට හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ. තව ටිකක් හිතන්න එතන මගේ පැත්තේ අඩුවක් තිබුණ නැද්ද? What do you think? So think about any situation you got angry before. So that time you think it is because of others' fault I got angry. But is it a fair judgment? Is it reasonable? Don't I have kind of weakness within me to get angry? What do you think? Is it reasonable to blame only others of getting my anger? කියන්න බලන්න. පුතා චුට්ටක් ඇහෙනවා මදි මයික් එකට ආවේ කියන්න.
ඒක නා කලින් ඉන්න ස්ට්‍රෙස් එක කියන්නේ පොතේ කලින් වෙච්ච දෙයකට පො.
ඔව්.
යාගේ අද ජීවිතේ පොතේ තියෙන
මට ඇහෙනවා නම් මදි අනිත් අයට ඇහෙනවද දන්නේ. Can others hear that? Can someone else repeat that? මොකක්ද කිව්වේ? I don't know whether it is due to my device problem or you on mic.
No, sir, we can't answer you.
Alright. ආයේ පුළුවන් නම් මේ right. අනිත් අයටත් you can tell your ideas. Comment about this. මේක discuss කරන්න ඕන තැනක් ඈ. Why do we get angry? Is it only because others faults? That's the question. So we have to investigate. Now we are investigating about ourselves, right? So this is a very good research about yourself. This is something called mind development, or the real way of doing stress management. මොකද හිතන්නේ මේ ගැන? අපිට තරහ ගිහින් තියෙන්නේ when we get angry, right? Is it only because others fault, or there's something from my side as well, weakness of myself? Do you agree there's something from our side also for this anger? Our එක්කෙනා ඒ මොහොතේ ඉන්න stress වෙනස්. Yes. It is on our side also. So I hope all agree. There's something from our side causing for anger, not only the external event. I will take another situation. අපිට දැන් තරහ යන්නේ. When we get angry, maybe due to a incident එකේ. How do we know that that person is blaming me? So first cause for that anger is we make a judgment that person is blaming me or telling wrong things about me, right? Now our side, when we come to our side, ඒක දැනගන්න කලින් අපිට ඔය තරහ තිබුණාද? ඒක ඇහෙන්න කලින්, before we heard that, did we have that anger? No. So when did that anger come into our mind? When we heard the voice, right? Is it okay now?
Yes, sir, now.
Right. So what do you think? Why we got anger? Now we are trying to identify the reason. So far you think because I get angry because of others. Because of others' faults, I get angry. But if you analyze carefully, it is not the complete picture. Definitely there's a weakness in my side. That's why I am getting angry. Otherwise, all the person should get the same level of anger, no? But if you observe, it is not the case. Same incident, different people get different level of anger. I may tell different level of stress. So we have to investigate and see what is coming from our side to cause this stress. Okay? Now this incident. So whatever incident, we need to get to know about outside the incident to get our anger. That's why I asked, before you hear that blaming, did you have that stress or anger? No, right? ඇහුනට පස්සේ නේද තරහ ගියේ. So think carefully. So we got anger after we hear that blaming. Before that, we didn't have any anger for that incident. Right? So all the other stress also. Do you have another lecture? Oh, now it's 10:30, no? Sorry, I didn't notice. Okay. Right. So I hope you got some points to think about. So we'll stop today's lecture. Right. Thank you all. We'll meet next week. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.